Since late 2018, I have watched Object Lockdown, and I loved it. I thought the cast was great, but in particular, one towers over the rest. I am referring to Stop Sign. He has been easily my favorite character ever since I first watched Object Lockdown, and as of today, he still is. Even to this day he stands out from not only the other Object Lockdown characters, but he even stands out from every character I have seen in the Object Show community. As of right now, he is my second favorite Object Show character behind Yin Yang from Inanimate Insanity. It's even been shown in a Wuggalo video that on Discord, I talked a lot about Stop Sign, and I still find that funny. Though a part of this is because I view him as a highly underrated character with barely any vocal fans of him, so I wanted to be the vocal fan myself. But now that I have been making these types of videos as of recently, this is a good way to be vocal about a character amongst my favorites ever. I even loved him a lot in Super Object Battle, despite it being old and that I mostly like this show due to nostalgia bias. He was up to his usual police officer shenanigans, and I thought the scene of NES controller asking Stop Sign if not showing someone a drawing was against the law was good, because it's like NES controller actually viewed Stop Sign as a reliable source, and I will always find that funny. Stop Sign didn't do much in earlier episodes, but I liked his scenes. Also, I have a headcanon that Stop Sign wins Super Object Battle, because obviously he's my favorite. Super Object Battle 2, oddly enough, I loved him a lot more, and because he fits very well with the unhinged tone, as Stop Sign is a character that argues many things are against the law, based on what he likes and dislikes. He only appeared in Super Object Battle 2 Episode 2, but dang, in this episode he was funny. Throughout the episode he has been seen interacting with the host We Remote a lot, and the funny thing is, We Remote is a criminal, and Stop Sign acts as a cop. We Remote even throws a diaper at him. I mean, how much more insane could this get? We Remote likely got arrested at the end of episode 2, I wouldn't be surprised if Stop Sign arrested him. Either way, I love how well Stop Sign fits with Super Object Battle 2, even if he only appeared in one episode out of a 2-episode season. Object Lockdown is obviously the show Stop Sign was at his best in, as he had appeared in 7 episodes and has been significant in a few of them. He stands out quite a lot from an already diverse cast, and his interactions with some characters in the show, such as M and Yarn, I find to be hilarious. Object Lockdown is what solidified his status as one of my favorite characters in the Object Show community. Object Lockdown's first 2 episodes, I thought his moments were great, despite him only having 2. I thought him accusing Pumpkin and Cherry of cheating was funny, but a wrecking ball just suddenly appearing to hit him away after getting confronted by Barry was amazing. It's like the Object Mayhem elimination method. In episode 2, despite being all about laws, he steals a police hovercraft, so he is literally a criminal. This irony is stupid yet hilarious, and it is a part of what I love about Stop Sign. Also, dang, that clutch will always be satisfying to me. He didn't get screen time in episode 3, but he did in episode 4, and he did not disappoint. The challenge was to perform a song of some sort, and he hated his group and their ideas, despite his group eventually doing the best of all of them. Though really he hated the idea of Eminem performing his rap song based on his personal tastes, but I can't get over that he states things he dislikes against the law, and even saying that rapping in a national park is a $300 fine. It's just absurd, and I'm all for that. Episode 5 is where the assets completely changed, and honestly this gives Object Lockdown and Lockout a lot of charm. Stop Sign stating limblessness was against the law as justification for voting Balloon is funny, and honestly I'm glad Balloon got out over Umbrella, to be honest, as Umbrella is hilarious. I like how Stop Sign called the idea of the first character killed being eliminated a nonsensical one, showing he at least has his limits. Then he views Banana and Notebook dying as a way to teach them a lesson, because he says watching TV in the forest is against the law, not for any other reason that would involve survival, but because Banana and Notebook were watching TV. I also loved it when Stop Sign breaks Bucket's phone afterwards. That was legitimately the perfect slap. I also found it cool when he wondered if Locke would revive the dead contestants for no real reason. Because episode 6 only featured the alive contestants from episode 5, including Stop Sign, he was decently relevant in this episode. This episode showed a weirdly good side to him, being an actually decent leader amongst his group when searching for a way to revive the dead contestants. He didn't let all of his personal tastes get in the way of everything, but was more focused on winning, as evident with not wanting hot sauce to let his guard down. His tone when arriving at the village also showed that he is tolerable when things aren't going wrong or out of his comfort zone. And also this episode showed a rare case of where he claimed something that is actually bad is against the law, as in barging into houses without knocking on the door in a polite manner. I found it funny when Stop Sign gave Yarn a 7-page double-spaced script for what she'd say to people to tell them what they are there for. Episode 7 showed the meanest in Stop Sign, and despite the drastic difference between him now and before, this is in my opinion, where he shines brightest at. He is shown to be a much more demanding and aggressive leader, putting pressure on Yarn and Barry to do the challenge. He has been really easy to tick off here too, as when Yarn was talking back to Stop Sign, saying that nobody likes mean police officers, Stop Sign replied to Yarn that nobody likes her. With the context, that's the coldest line in OSC history, like he just went all out. I really don't like Yarn either, to be honest. After Bucket confronted Stop Sign though, he yelled at Bucket to get supplies, showing he still really wants to win, just with a hyper-aggressive approach. Stop Sign is also in a team that is now just dysfunctional, so suggested by MNM, they're building a sandcastle. Let's be real, a sandcastle is being put up against 2 actual houses by the other teams, their odds of winning are now 0, it's basically over. Yarn comes back with proper supplies, which to be fair, she actually had the idea that her team was making an actual house, but Stop Sign told Yarn to get out, and called her a baby. At this point, he was done with her, he has lost it, and I find all this really entertaining, it adds a lot to Object Lockdown. He then accidentally destroys the sandcastle, and his team lost. However, because a sandcastle is a literal sandcastle, Stop Sign isn't really responsible for his team losing. Really, the whole team was for allowing this to happen. Stop Sign after the challenge explains that Yarn was really annoying him. Another funny thing, the episode, Lemony escaped from an insane asylum and skedaddled before the cops came, yet Stop Sign is a cop. Unfortunately, he gets eliminated in episode 8, but to be fair, it was predictable as he stood out for being mean, especially to Yarn. He claimed he intentionally destroyed the sandcastle due to lack of teamwork, and to be honest, he has a point. The teamwork was atrocious to build a sandcastle when they should make a house. I liked his last words, saying Locke is violating Code 63 Section B for eliminating him, yet that law is totally different in real life. I prefer him and Umbrella over the rest of the team, so I thought they got robbed. After that, Object Lockdown got cancelled, and I vividly remember 5 years ago I checked the Object Lockout Twitter account to see if Stop Sign gets confirmed, and I had hope every single month. Looking back, I find this hilarious, to be honest. It has been 5 years since Object Lockdown's 8th episode. Entity Frenzy randomly comes back after a long time, and lo and behold, my boy is back. After 5 years in the most unpredictable way, with nobody seeing it coming, Stop Sign finally appears again, albeit it's one time and it's brief, but I still got to enjoy the moment. I love how he was an actual cop here, arresting Gumdrop for the violence of bowling balls, when she just made a bowling alley. When I first saw that episode and Stop Sign coming back, I freaked out, I absolutely lost it, I went insane, it was such a glorious moment. I still think that to this day, it's so funny to me how he just randomly appeared and it was the greatest thing. Overall, I found Stop Sign unique and hilariously entertaining, with him stating things he dislikes against the law, him fulfilling a leader role and being hyper-focused on winning, yet loses it when things don't go his way, whether it be due to actual bad ideas or just the game plan not abiding by his personal tastes. I don't recall any other Object show character being like this. Honestly, the rest of Object Lockdown's 8th episode didn't feel the same without Stop Sign. He really made the whole show a lot better in my opinion. It's why I rate him as my second favorite Object show character of all time.